I'm a 16-year-old student attending Colgan High School in Prince William County. I would like to start off by asking a simple question. What is the point of this committee's existence? It would appear that the obvious answer would be to bring attention to the social and racial issues in this county and make them known to the Board of County Supervisors in the form of a report and a proposed policy change. The first problem I have with this is the Board of County Supervisors is already attempting to pass a controversial and discriminatory equity statement that would, in and of itself, serve as a policy change without having read any report from this committee. I would like to know what efforts are being made by this committee to ensure the board hears your findings before passing a discriminatory policy. I see this as a waste of our taxpayer dollars that could be used to fund our honorable police force to hire more officers to combat the rise in crime. But a few of our supervisors have decided to play politics to make up excuses to push forward an agenda. It's very disappointing. The second problem I have with this committee is you're searching for a problem that does not exist in the mainstream. Our police are not systemically racist or unjust. They do their jobs with honor and dignity. And as far as I know and have heard, our teachers are also not discriminating against children based off the color of their skin. Furthermore, if this committee is to evaluate our institutions, including the schools, I object to having Representative Lori Williams on this committee. In case you aren't aware, Ms. Lori Williams, school board representative, recently proposed an equity statement to the school board that was passed almost unanimously. The third bullet of the equity statement reads, assuring all PWCS staff members examine and interrupt beliefs, implicit and explicit biases, policies, and/or practices that perpetuate systemic racism and discrimination. That statement implies that our teachers have implicit racial biases. Obviously, that is not true. Our teachers, again, are not perpetuating systemic racism, and it's disgusting to even suggest that they may be. Finally, might I remind this committee that equity is not the same thing as equality. Equality means that all students are given a fair chance to succeed. Equity means that despite input efforts, everyone succeeds. For instance, if someone scores a 90% on a test because they worked hard, they earn that 90%. If another student earns a 50%, that student may get a grade boost up to an 80% just for answering a few questions easier than those on the original exam. It is not at all fair and effectively derails an exam's ability to determine whether a student is truly passing a class. Clearly, you care more about the looks more than the actual ability. Equity should be condemned totally, and I implore this committee to be honest with their report and not aid some of our supervisors in making up excuses for another discriminatory policy. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.